Hi guys, and welcome back to another texture pack update video. So I was actually going to wait until Wednesday. I'm planning on doing one of these every Wednesday, but I've added so much stuff, and I'm planning on adding even more stuff over the next couple of days, that I thought it was kind of a bit more worth kind of doing one now, getting a big chunk of it out of the way so you understand what's going on, and you don't miss out and you don't get overloaded with, tons and tons and tons. So let's run through what I've actually added to the pack. So we've got all the flowers now. The dead bush, I haven't actually done much with that at all. I've just put it in here because it's part of these kind of flower type things. We've got the normal grass, we've got ferns, we've got dandelions, we've got poppies. I actually really like the poppies. They're really cool. Blue orchid, yep, that one, azure bluette. We've got the red tulip, orange tulip, white tulip, and pink tulip. I think the white one I'll probably change and make it a little bit more contrasting, kind of like all the other ones. And then we've also got the ox-eye daisy, which is quite cool. You've probably also noticed the AK-47 in my hand. Yep, we have got that. So I've switched the bow out for an AK, and the arrows are now bullets. So why the hell not? I'm wondering if the particle I could actually do something with instead of it having that, in case it can be a bullet. Hopefully so. What do we have here? Now, this is the farmland, so if I just grab a hoe, wherever it is, there we go. So you've got just two, the normal types, a darker one and a lighter one. Pretty simple there. You'll also notice that we do have an actual dirt and grass texture. I'm still working on it. Dirt and grass is probably the most difficult thing and texture I've ever done. I'm not happy with this one at all. But it's temporary, it's kind of there for the time being, it's not too bad. You can see the dirt there. But I've done that with the snow as well, because you've got one for snow. You've got the normal one, you've got mycelium as well, and also podzol. And what I've done, that's quite cool that it automatically goes up. I didn't know that. Let's do it with that one, that's interesting. Huh. But basically what I've done with the podzol is, so you can do like a football pitch, that's the plan. So you're going to have your normal grass block, and then you'd have your other one, and you can do that kind of football pitch striping. Yes, I've thought about that as well in this texture pack. A lot of people that I've seen when they're doing it, they use the green wool. But if your green wool, for example mine, which actually I do need to darken up my green wool, if it doesn't quite fit, it doesn't look quite right, the textures aren't the same. So that's what I'm going to do. Currently, I'm still not happy with this. The dirt's not bad, it's just there's something not right about it. I don't know what it is. But yeah, most difficult textures, so I'm going to keep on working on those. Though the kind of farm land type stuff actually worked out alright. We've also got the sugar canes themselves, those are now in the pack. What I'm planning on doing with these is doing the connected texture, so the top texture will be slightly different from the bottom. The bottom will not actually have leaves kind of on the side and stuff like that. That's down the line. We've also got, I keep on destroying this farmland. Also got lily pads. Currently they're these kind of ones like this. I'm going to work on them. There's quite a few things. Oh yeah, the water. You guys probably noticed the water. This was a free reoccurring pattern, which I used because animated wise, there's no way I could do that myself. So this was a free one, which you can just download as an animated GIF, and then I kind of converted it. And it took quite a while to actually convert it into Minecraft stuff. I need to figure out the animation stuff to slow it down. I'm pretty sure I did figure it out before when I was doing the cobweb, the birds, the flying birds is one of the cobweb metastators, but I can't remember it now, so I need to have a look at it. So that will change for the next update, but this one it will be this super fast water. And currently, if I just grab a water bucket, oh yeah, you can see that there's a bucket texture as well. Currently it's the same. Oh Jesus Christ! Why is that bigger? Well, that's odd. This is actually the first time I've been trying it out. But I have no idea how the water's working, so it's kind of buggy. But we've actually got water texture. It's better than the default. These vines, they're going to change. I just wanted to get some sort of texture in there, and weirdly, they're like black and white, and then the color gets applied as a biome color type thing. Same with the grass. Actually, it's really difficult to actually make it how you want because of that. Then what you've got is you've got all of the oak, kind of wooden logs. So I've got birchwood twice there for some reason. Jungle, acacia, darkwood. So I've basically This was also difficult. The top of them, that will change. I don't like it. I don't know what I'm going to do with the top of them. I've currently just cut them out, and it looks like a weird face. So I'm not really too sure what to do with the top of them. Going to have a look at some other texture packs. This is kind of a last minute thing just to get this part of the pack out. So I literally did all of these in a couple of minutes. But basically you've got two different types of the textures. As you can see here, you can probably see how they're grouped. You've got the kind of oaky one, which has got this kind of log. There is still little bits where I need to smooth out the colours, I think, because there's this kind of dark band, which you don't really notice there, but if you go up, there we go, you can notice it quite strongly. So there's like little edits to do, but generally it looks cool, like kind of alright. So you've got the oak wood, you've got your spruce wood. Birch is actually my favourite one out of all of them. Got this really nice silvery kind of texture. Usually birch is my kind of least favourite wood out of all of them, so that's worked out really well. It could also work as a kind of wallpaper type thing. So you've got that. The jungle wood is just a kind of slightly lighter version of it. I need to change it. I don't like it. Acacia is an even more lighter one, and also, then you got your dark wood, which dark woods actually turn out quite nicely. But again, you get that kind of banding. So I had to have a play with the textures a little bit. We then go on to all of the leaves for those ones as well. So you've got your oak wood, kind of nice and simple. These actually aren't as easy as you think to do them. It was a real nightmare actually. I just used the eraser like crazy on them to get the see-through, and you can kind of see it. You can see the lines that I've kind of drawn, which is a bit of a shame. But you got the oak, you've got the spruce, which is also quite cool. You've got the birch. Birch turned out really nicely. You've also got the jungle leaves, you've got the acacia leaves, and you've got the dark oak leaves. Dark oak are one of my favourites as well. It doesn't quite work, and I don't know. There's something. These kind of two connecting parts. I need to make that a bit smoother when they got the opacity on. I think it's because of how I've kind of cut it up a bit. This, now this is very, very cool. Basically, if you have kind of MC edit, you've got your connected textures. You can get a big disabled parking spot sign, or you can get a little one. Quite cool. But what this basically is, and I kind of recommend, actually, I'll do all this part and I'll jump into another world to show you guys that, because it's a lot easier to show you what you have to do. It's very, very specific to get it, unfortunately at the minute. We also have trapdoors. I changed these into this kind of really gritty iron type, or steel actually, it's more like steel. Again, borrowed that iron bar texture from myself, put a nice border with it, and jobs are good. And so we've actually got a kind of default one. But tell me what you think of that as the default one, or if it should be a metadata, or like biome specific metadata, or whatever. Mushrooms, these turned out, that one turned out ridiculously good. And then you got the red mushroom as well. That's it for the main block changes. We've got tons of other stuff as well. You know, all the saplings here, I've got that on, but I'll actually show you that in a different bit, because I've got a kind of example map which has them all. Yeah, you've got the gun, and you've got these, well, not really swords, but I've done them as kind of knives. I've made them really simple and just done little color codes on them. So, you know, like iron's just blank, and gold will actually have a kind of gold banding. They're kind of like combat knives, so quite simple. But if we just jump into another world, I'll show you how to use this here and what it looks like in practice as well. Okay, so here we are in New Dhaka City. So you can see where I kind of came up with these. I was doing the parking lot, and I really, really wanted a kind of disabled spot. It made sense being next to this kind of really big building here to actually have a disabled spot in there. Now what you have to do, you have to have world edit, you have to have connected textures, whether that's with Optifine or MCPatcher. Now if you grab your stick, which currently is a nightstick, it's a nightstick, I can't remember what they're called, but yeah, what you need to do is well, you can either do this with the kind of axe. I might as well show you both ways actually. If you do it with the axe, just select a 3x3 area, and it only works in a 3x3 area, and just do set 4 and 3, and there we go. So if I just do set 4, not cell 4, set 4, there we go, and there you go, deselect. So if I show you with this, so if you do the stick and do replace 4 and 3, what you'll do is if you just do it once, without any of the other blocks being around it kind of affected, you'll just get this very small one. which is quite nice. If you do one then next to it, you'll notice that that one disappears. And this can get really difficult, because it only works when it's in this 3x3. It's just the way the connected texture work, guys, or the way I could figure it out. So what I recommend doing is, yes, building some sort of weird blocks around it if you're going to use the replacer tool. But if we just put one in there, you get that one. On the top, we don't get one. On the bottom, we don't get one. If we do a cross, we don't get one. But if we do a corner, we get a weird bit, we get a weird bit, we get a weird bit, and then we finally get it. Don't ask. It just works. Just be glad that it works. But all you need to do is just do that in a 3x3 block. And that's 4 and 3. It is north to south. So for example, obviously if you placed it this way and you went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, it's going to be that way. So if you did have your parking space, you know, going across here, it would look a little bit weird. So you kind of have to use it in moderation. Now this is going to be really weird to... I think I got them all. But yeah, you can see that. I've also got some examples of the trees. So we've got, these are just the default, you know, sapling ones. So we've got the spruce wood right here. Looks quite nice. I'm actually pretty happy with the spruce. We've then got the normal oak. Quite cool. Birch, one of my favourite actually. Out of all of them, I think it just worked overall. And oh look, we've got some nice rain. Oh Zeus, you do look nice in the rain, but really? Really? There we go, set that to clear. We then got the jungle. I'm not too happy with the jungle. The leaves look okay. The wood doesn't. Acacia, that kind of works in this, weirdly. I don't know why. It just, for some reason, that actual wood kind of works. I don't know. But yeah, tell me what you think of that. And we've also got the dark oak, which is really dark, especially when you have shaders on. So yeah, you kind of get that. As you can see, I've got one on a roundabout, which looks quite nice with all of this grass. The ones that I'm missing, kind of grass and flower-wise, are all of the tall ones, all of the ones that are double blocks. I've got to figure out a way of making it nice, I guess. So yeah, that'll probably be in the next update video after I've kind of figured that out. So as you've got that little tree there, looks very nice. So if we just go down here as well, show you the main water. But you can see the kind of nice, those road things. I'll probably add quite a lot more in those within the next kind of couple of days, probably 4 days, and you'll get an update. So I've got more of these example trees, which are really nice. I really do like those. They're quite cool. So it's starting to come together as a texture pack, which is really cool. The grass as well looks pretty good. I'm actually surprised about it, especially with this water as well. But is this too blue? You know, do I need to make it darker? Or do I need to make it less transparent? At the minute it's quite transparent. Even with shaders, if I actually just turn shaders off here. There we go. So it is quite blue and it is quite transparent. Tell me what you guys think. I need to figure out how to make that animation slow. At the minute it's like bloody rapids. So yeah. The grass, yeah, I still need to play around with it. Pain in the ass, that stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it really for that kind of stuff, most of the block type stuff. I'm actually just going to load up this map here, and I'll show you guys what this map is called. It's Spends Kits Texture Pack Previewer. You can get that on Planet Minecraft. Really awesome. Really awesome. So we're going to actually, let's start with the items, I guess. So he's got all of the items laid out. He's got all the blocks and stuff there. You can see Spends Kit. And he's got like little biomes in a way, like mini biomes to show you guys what's going on, what it kind of all looks like. Really cool. So I'm going to go through the actual items that I've done. So we've got the beef and we've got the steak. What else have we got? I'm actually just going to clear mine. I've got tons of stuff. The apple, golden apple, the melon, we've got that. We've got the bowl of soup. We've got bread. And that's pretty much it. We've got a cookie as well. So I've started to do those kind of food stuff. What I'm going to probably do, I didn't actually know about this map until a little bit after me actually doing the texture packs. So if I had this, I would have actually done these in sections, and every single update I would have just added the items. Instead, I've done it in a really random way. I've just picked them at random. For example, flint and steel, that's a lighter. We've got the lead, which is an actual dog lead. That's pretty much it out of that pack. The weapons, all the different types of like combat knife, and then AK-47 and ammo. None done on armor. We then have an ores and mining. We've got the diamond thing. We've got the coal, charcoal, flint, dyes. We haven't got anything like that. What I'm going to do with that is like do a paint bucket, I think, for each of the colours. I think that would be quite cool and modern. Then the Nether. Well, this is a blaze rod. Don't ask. Oops, I want to punch that out. But yeah, blaze rod. I decided to go over scepter. Don't know why. The Nether Star is this cool blue gem. I'm quite happy with that one, actually. That one looks quite cool. It's also got a kind of weird shape. You've actually got the golden nugget, which is a coin. So if you're actually on a roleplay server or something like that, it would kind of work, I guess. You've also got glowstone dust. That's just kind of normal dust. And fire charge looks quite cool. As you can see, though, I can't set fire to that. We then have farming, which we've got all the types of seeds. We've got the egg, which is massive. But I haven't got the other two yet. CD. Now, these music discs, I'm thinking of going with musical instruments, kind of like Conquested, what's the name, Monster Fish. I think I'm going to do that with modern instruments. None of the eggs. What have we got here? Miscellaneous. We've got the stick, we've got the gunpowder, we've got the bowl, we've got string, we've got a feather, we've got clay, we've got brick as well. I could actually make a nether brick one really quickly as well. I think I'll do that. Bucket, we've got the water bucket, we've got the lava bucket, we've got the milk bucket. We've got ender pearl, slime ball, and snowball. Kind of cool. These were actually really easy to do. I was thinking the snowballs, either keeping them as snowballs, because you can't really throw anything else, unfortunately, or making them into like a tennis ball texture, possibly. Not sure. We then got paper, and there we go, gas tier as well. The bones, these are actually my kind of logo. The skull would normally be here. I just took that out and put that in instead. None of those have been done. We've then got glistening melon. We've also got the magma cream that's been done. Blaze powder has been done. And that's pretty much it for the items. So you can see that I've done... If I'd known about this, I would have made it a lot clearer, okay? But I didn't know about this, unfortunately. So you can actually have a fly around here. It's quite nice. This is really nice to do like reviews and stuff. And ooh, I'd never go to the end. But yeah, you can kind of see the bits of the pack that have now been done. Missing all the redstone stuff. Good God, that's going to be a nightmare. But there we go. Here we go. There's the flowers, as you can see here. All of the ones that are in pots. Actually, that I need to mess around with that one then. Whoops. And also that one as well. So there's a couple I need to mess around with. Oak sapling and dark oak sapling. Great. So both the oaks. But all the rest kind of really work quite well. This one's actually one of my favourites. The Ox-Eye Daisy is one of my favourites. That turned out really well. Even the Blue Orchid actually did. I messed around with the hue on that one to make it really purpley and blue, if that makes sense. These are all the ones that we need to do. These tool ones, I had to figure out exactly how that hole works, but we've got the ferns as well. Like that. So I think that's pretty much it. And if we have a look, I mean, you guys can have an explore of what's been added. You'll probably kind of notice more than I remember, because I added a lot. Mainly the item stuff, weirdly. There's lots and lots of item stuff. Actually, there was like 251 or something like that. I loaded up Modern HD, copied those out to have a look at the numbers, and then saw how crazy it was. Mycelium does look quite cool though, doesn't it? Yeah, that does look quite cool. It doesn't tile quite correctly. It's almost a little bit off, but I don't know. It works fine. Mushrooms as well. Yeah, tell me what you guys think of the additions. Hopefully I should have an update out within the next couple of days as well. Probably about 4 days, maybe. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, tripwire. Okay, that was weird. What I'm planning on doing kind of next is finishing off these kind of plants here. I'm going to have a play with the woods and the top wood texture. That's going to change, don't worry. Then finish off the sandstone, and I don't think there's too much else. But yeah, I've also got a few things from what you guys said last time as well to actually implement. There's a lot of metadata stuff that you guys want as well, which will be quite interesting to actually kind of do. Stuff like security camera, that's going to come pretty soon, hopefully. It's just getting the animation right. That's what I've been working on, so that's why it isn't in this pack, in this update. But the text pack is in the link in the description as always. I've gone a bit nuts. I think I've been texturing too long. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Tell me what you think. Tell you what you want to see. And I'll see you guys on the next one.